Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Superman, issue number 26. Okay, Manchester Black is gone, finito, done, get out of here. So sick and tired of that guy. Seriously, if somebody was messing with one of my kids like that, I'd have beat the holy hell out of him, woken him up, beaten him again. I'd have literally been like Joe Pesci talking about, in Casino. Hey, listen, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to slap you silly. I'm going to beat you into a coma, all right? And about the time that you're getting out of the hospital, I'll be getting out of prison. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to beat you silly again. You know why? Because I'm stupid. Like, that would have been me, all right? And yeah, Joe Pesci does it way better than me. But the idea is, I'd have Pesci'd his butt. So, anyway, that moved aside. John is still being affected by Joe Pesci. Manchester Black. That was on purpose. Or was it? Anyway, so yeah, he's trying to be better than he's ready to be. Superman Clark, he's trying to help him out, but at the same time, he's trying to remember what his father used to do. And of course, Lois is the one who comes up with the idea, how did your dad deal with it? Here's the thing. His dad was radically different than Clark. But Clark is almost the exact same as young John. You know what I'm saying? So this is a slightly different relationship here. At the end of the day, when it comes down to it, it doesn't matter how much you listen to your parents or your grandparents or your best friends or neighbors or a self-help book or whatever. Child rearing is essentially trial by fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the best advice I can give is just learn as you go. You know what I'm saying? Yes, get some help and all that stuff, but don't be afraid to modify. And that's pretty much what Clark is doing here. It's not about learning what his father did. It's not about learning what his father did right, but also learning what his father did wrong, because those things are just as important. You know what I'm saying? And you have to take the whole picture into account. And yeah, this isn't supposed to be a self-help issue. This is supposed to be more of a Superman issue, but that's what this comic is. That's what this particular issue number 26 is all about. And these are my favorite kind of issues, watching John have to learn. Now, the lesson was more important than the actual battles, because in some ways the battles didn't really come to a huge bit of sense. You know what I'm saying? They weren't like the best battles going. John did make a lot of really dumb mistakes, but in the end of the day, no one actually died. And let's be realistic, that's kind of what a Superman comic is supposed to be, right? If somebody dies, you don't actually see it. All of Metropolis can be destroyed. As long as we don't see anybody die, we're good, right? Anyway, this was a really good issue. I can't help but to give this comic anything but a B. This issue right here is just the prime example of why I love the Superman comics currently more than any of the other Superman comics I've ever read. I'm talking better than any storyline he's ever been in, whatever. These are the actual best. And maybe it's just because, I am older now. I do have my own kids, and, is that kind of thing. But, even just think about that father-son relationship where I'm not in the driver's seat, where I'm the passenger, It's one of those kind of things where this is still a really good comic to just think, and to think about, the family, because when you're the Man of Steel, you don't have to worry about getting beaten up so much as you do have to think about making things right. Anyway, guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, class dismissed.